Recirculation, step 2. At this point, we have completely primed our machine. There is no air left in our lines except for what minimal air you see in the bubbles, but that will work its way out during recirculation. Okay, so for recirculation, we have just a few steps. It's not as complicated. And the first one we're going to do is check our conductivity and make sure that it matches up with our machine. For this, there are lots of different machines that we can use. In class, we use the Myronell. When you're checking your when you're checking your conductivity, you want to make sure that the reading on your machine is within 0.2, or the reading on your Myronell is within 0.2 of your reading on your machine. So my conductivity on my machine is 13.0. I need my Myronell to say anywhere from 12.8 to 13.2. I'm going to turn the machine so that you can see this well enough. You're going to open the Hansen door, and I'm going to mute that alarm. And you're going to remove your dialysate connector and close your door. That's going to allow the fluids to flow that you need to test. Hit the conductivity button on your Myronell and fill it up once, twice, third time's a charm. Set your Myronell up. Open the door, that will stop your fluid flow, and replace your Hansen connector. So then you're going to verify that my conductivity is 13.2 and 13.0. You can dump that in your priming bucket. You're done with your Myronell. At that point, it is safe to connect your dialysate to your dialyzer. So it's simply matching blue to blue, red to red. You're going to expect some fluid to come out of here because of the fact that your blood pump is flowing, the fluid's coming out of your dialysate ports in your dialyzer, as well as your ports or your Hansen connectors. Now that my Hansens are connected, my machine is going to give me all sorts of trouble until we get our transducers plugged in, which is the next step. Those big long lines, again, make sure that your cap, the transducer protector, is on good and tight. During shipping, they tend to come loose. And you're just going to thread it into the transducer port and then unclamp. You're going to do the same thing on the venous side. Make sure that your cap is good and tight. Connect it to your transducer port and unclamp. Now you will see that we have an arterial and a venous pressure reading. That's coming from these transducer lines. You're also going to arm your air lock. So you're going to open this door, hold down that little metal bar, and thread that guy in there. And what that's going to do is if there's any air detected in the venous chamber, that's going to completely stop flow back to the patient. So it'll clamp it off there and nothing will get returned to the patient, so that if there's air in there, the patient doesn't get an air embolism. Okay, we are then ready to go into recirculation. You turn your blood pump up to 250. Please keep in mind that this will change per clinic to clinic as everyone has specific policies and procedures. Make sure that in classroom you're following all of our policy, just like in the clinic you're going to follow their policy. You're going to go into the test and options screen. And then there's a button up here, it says Prime Recirc. You're going to push that until the blue checkbox is in OK, or in on, and then hit Confirm, and you'll see recirculating across the top of your screen. Hold down Override to widen your parameters so that you don't end up with a lot of alarms. In class, we have it set up to recirculate for 3 minutes. In the clinics, it varies. Again, follow your clinic policy and procedure. And that's recirculation.